Hey there everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I'd like to talk to you about and show you is a new blade that I received from Lon Humphrey. We're going to do a little bit of testing with it. It's the first type of Kephart style blade. I have never used these blades before. I've heard of Lon Humphrey, he's a master at what he does. Like other times, I'm going to approach the camera, look at this baby a little closer, and give you specs on it. We'll see how she performs, my likes, my dislikes, etc., etc. Stay with me, guys. Okay, so here we go, guys. Like I said before, this is the Lon Humphrey's custom Kephart knife. I received it in this little box over here, and it came, the knife was wrapped in a piece of paper here, and it was scathed inside a plastic bag along with the leather sheath, which I may say is a kick-ass sheath. She's heavy duty. The stitching and the finishing around the edges here is amazing. There's a loop for your fire steel over here. The only drawback for me personally on this type of sheath is where they placed the loop for the belt loop here in the back. For me personally, because I have a tire around my waist, it is a little uncomfortable because it rides pretty high, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Personally, I prefer danglers, as you all know, but nevertheless, it's an excellent sheath, very well made. You know, it's probably going to last you a lifetime. And given that it's not treated, you can probably change the color, which I probably will a little later on. Now, the knife fits pretty well inside the sheath. There's no way this thing is coming off, as you can see. You know, however, like I said, it is a little uncomfortable for me because it rides a little high, and it could also be a little dangerous. You know, like, I mean, when you can't see yourself drawing your knife, I mean, as you're drawing it, you could slice a bit of that tire on the side off, which, you know, you get what I'm saying. And it's absolutely not the fault of the knife or the sheath. It's me, because I got a tire around my waist. Love handles, whatever. Okay, so let's put the sheath away and get to the knife itself. Like I said before, it's the custom Kephart. The handle material is black canvas micarta. Okay. The overall length of the knife, from the tip of the blade to the back of the handle over here, you're looking at about 229 millimeters, or 9 inches approximately. Okay, the blade length is 111, or 4.3, 4.4 inches. The thickness is 4.59 or 4.3. I had a little hard time trying to figure it out because of the hammerings here. I couldn't get a precise count on my instrument, but it looks to be about 4.5 mil thick, or 0.20 inches. The weight of the knife itself is 210 grams, and the steel is 1095 high carbon. So let's talk a bit about how I received this knife. Okay. I am happy with my purchase. I cannot say, you know, that I'm not happy. However, I did find some rust spots on top over here where the knife was hammered, and on the side here near the ricasso, there is rust there, and for me that's a no-no. You know, I mean, you're buying a brand new knife. There's no reason to have that. You know, I mean, they can very easily stick a little pillow of silica inside the box, and a lot of these, not the knife maker, the people who sell the knife, they keep knives in plastic bags and they wrap them with paper and scaff them in a cardboard box. I mean, of course it's going to get rusty. Cardboard has a tendency to get humid. You know, if it's a humid environment, the cardboard is going to get humid. Therefore, your knife inside is also going to get humid. If you don't take a look at your knives once in a while, you know, you're going to wake up one day, as I did, you know, and hey, you're going to find rust. It's not a deal breaker. I can take care of that. However, it did kind of, you know, piss me off a bit because it is a brand new knife. Okay, so let's take some wood out, and do a little chopping, a little feather sticking, and see how this baby performs. Stay with me, guys. I'm going to start with a little bit of batoning and do the rest of the stuff there. And just want to tell you folks that I'm trying to be as honest as I can with my reviews. You know, I don't want to bash anybody. I don't want to bash any company. Not bad. It's okay. It's all right. You know, and besides, like I said before, knives are not made for batoning. Use an axe for that. Getting pretty good curls here. So far so good. And no, I'm not going to be doing a tomato test with this, guys. Pat was asking for tomatoes. No, I ain't cutting any tomatoes today. But I'm getting very decent curls, as you can see. And so far so good, guys. The handle, my hand is already starting to get tired, and you got to remember I had an accident many years ago. Yeah, for feather sticking, I have to say she's really good, but like I also said before, my hand is already getting tired. The only knife really that I can use all day and not have a problem with the handles is my is the knife that Abe made for me from Diving Sparrow. The contours on those knives are amazing. However, this is also a very good knife, guys. Don't get me wrong. She's doing a good job, you know, so far. Just thing is with me, I need the handles to be a little more contoured in the center, so it could relax my hand, be easier for me. But anyway. Let me get something so we can do a little chopping. Stay with me. Chops okay, pretty good. She's chopping pretty good, and it's just me, my hand is tired. I'm starting to have a hard time with this, but overall, she's a very nice looking knife, very well built. Yeah, it's working okay. Let's see how she does striking a ferro rod. I can tell you right off the bat, the spine is sharp, but put it this way, I've seen sharper spines. I'm pretty sure we can throw a spark. Let's try her out. She ain't doing a great job on ferro rod, but no, forget it. Can't get a spark off this thing. Get it. Well, try it again. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? Nah, I can't get a spark off this. See how well she cuts after a little bit of abuse. She keeps on edge, I gotta say. Actually, yeah, she keeps on edge, but I don't see any nicks on the blade, but it's okay. Well, guys, I did say before that I'm not going to do the tomato test. Well, a little bit of a lie. With all due fairness, like most of the knife reviews I do, at the end, I do take a tomato and I slice it. However, I ain't got any tomatoes left, so I took a red pepper. Now, slicing into a tomato, a ripe tomato, is a lot harder. You need a sharper blade than you do to slice into a pepper. So, you know, it's not going to be as fair to compare what kind of edge this knife holds after the chopping and the cutting that I did before, had it been a tomato like towards the other knives. Anyway, guys, let's give it a whack and see what happens. Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, she keeps a pretty decent edge, you know. I gotta say, yeah, with all due fairness, yeah, she keeps a decent edge, you know. However, I don't want to say this, but I'm not going to tell you who I got the knife from. Because like I said, I don't like to bash companies. And this has nothing to do with Lon or his work, okay? I have a funny feeling, these knives are on special. I have a funny feeling that this knife was used and returned. When I did get it, before I did all this stuff, I noticed some scratches over here, whatever. So, you know, this knife could have been used before. Now, what can I say? Nothing to do with the maker. Again, his work is amazing, okay? But, you know, I just thought I'd let you know that. You know, a decent price. I mean, it's not, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it, but it was discounted a bit, and it came in pretty quickly. However, like I said, it did have a little bit of rust up here, which I wasn't very happy with. I could live with it, whatever. And that's probably just because of the way it's packed and stored. You know, there was, and the other thing that makes me think that this thing was used, when it came in, usually his knives have like a coating of oil on them. This thing did not. It was dry. So anyway, nice knife. For me personally, the handles are a little hard on my hand because of there's no contours. Throwing a spark, I had a very hard time with it. But then again, it's polished, so that probably plays a big role. And other than that, it's okay. You know, if the knives had a little more contour in the middle here, it would have made my life a lot easier. But like I said, very good knife. Price point is very fair, and you know, someone you should look into. Lon Humphreys, hand forged knives. Thanks for being here, guys.